So my friend requested me to do this. I asked him, "Hey, what's a good what if I do?" He brought this up, so now I'm doing it. This is what if Naruto was still away. As you can see, he made a thumbnail. I do not put question marks in my on mine. So we start this off during the Kaguya fight. So Naruto and Kaguya are battling. So after Obito, uh, mm, excuse me, after Naruto, no, after Obito sacrificed himself, Naruto and Sasuke, fucking did the same thing. And we all know if Sakura wasn't there, Naruto and Sasuke would have missed the Sun and Moon seal. So Kage was no, not Sakura was important during that fight. So yeah. So right at the end of it, she knows, like, she just like she reverted the dimension back to the ninja, the great elemental nation, right? So she reverted that back to that. So at the moment she was being, so at the moment she was being set away, the 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 other eight Bijus, because I'm pretty sure all of them got ripped out of their Jinchuriki at this point in time. They knows that Kage will reemerge, and if another Osuski comes, we need Naruto to be able to be there, right? So they all say we're gonna go into Naruto. They all ask, excuse me, why? Well, they said, well, there's more threats. Well, there's a lot of things to happen. So, so they explained their reasoning to why they wanted to go into Naruto. They said, "All right, go ahead before the opportunities got lost." That was what Sasuke said, trying not to cry through his tears because he knows that he might not be able to see Naruto again. So he passed it. So yeah. Now the 8B juice going into Naruto, and yeah, the other eight falls asleep. Also with Kurama, well, also Kurama falls asleep because one took a lot of chakra, two, yeah, sudden increase in disruption put a lot of strain on Kurama because he had to keep the chakra coils together. Also with everything, keep the regeneration going. So now we're just Kaguya and Naruto just looking at each other. And in this world, there's two moons instead of one. So yeah, there's two moons floating around the Earth, and like we know, like if you watched in canon, I think that was canon. I'm pretty sure it was because I think it was filler of canon, but we seen Naruto planet doesn't need a fucking moon. So it can orbit on its own without a goddamn moon. I was so confused, but I say that makes sense. Now that makes more sense since Kage is in the moon. But Naruto verse do not need a moon. So if you add more moons to that one moon, the fucking planet still will not get disturbed on its orbit. That's my ideal in this one. So Naruto and Kage they're just the only thing they can do is talk and look at each other. And also what my friend suggested is Naruto and Kage is going to be shipped together in this one. So get props to him. so we so Naruto Kage just started reluctantly talking to each other over time. I mean, like they couldn't stand each other at first, but over the thousands of years and over the thousands and thousands or millennia, I don't like over the millennium, Naruto and Kage just grown attached to each other. Like they feel this type of connection that it's like lover connection. And the Bijus also woken up, but they didn't say shit. Because they're like, oh god, Kami help me here. Our Jinchuriki is bonding with the person that meant to. Our Jinchuriki is crap. I can't speak. They said, Kami help us here. Our Jinchuriki managed to slip his way into a heart of our worst enemy, but managed to change it for the good. Lord help me. Help us. Tommy. So so they just quiet listening to the conversations, just like, yeah, we're just gonna stay quiet. I ain't trying to get into this. I ain't trying to make them know that we are awake at all. None of us is, and none of them aren't. So they just watching. So they just see that the world goes through evolutions. Humanity trying to kill themselves by drilling into the fucking earth, trying to kill all the crops, fucking even sending fucking chemicals out for each other, chemical warfare, fucking a nuclear warfare. They, they just see all kinds of shit humanity be doing to itself, and they were like, "What the fuck?" Even the Bijou was like, "We had to live through all this." I'm glad we chose Naruto. Glad to go into Naruto. And Kurama's like, indeed. Now admit, who had the better host? Looking at the other eight, and they all said their respective host is better. Kurama said, nah, Naruto's better. You managed to slip his way into a goddess pants. Can any of the Jinchuriki do that? They all just shut up and just looked at Kurama's like, your Jinchuriki ain't normal. And Kurama just looked at him like, who's Jinchuriki ain't normal? Did you forget yours? Oh shit. Your Jinchuriki was mentally insane at one point. Her Jinchuriki, she read romance novels. Ah, now I know where he got his romance part from. uh, yeah, I do not know what your Jinchuriki would do. Your Jinchuriki died. I know he was good at paperwork though. Your Jinchuriki, I don't even know what he did. He just chopped a lot of wood. Why am I the only one with the word Jinchuriki other than Yuki here with the rap with this scene rap with his OG jerky with that weird ass rapping. It was cringy and horrifying. It's cringy and horrible. So he's at this Kurama. You can't be talking. Your Jinchuriki defies the laws of nature itself. What kind of Jinchuriki can manage to speak words and still end a war? Kurama saying, I don't know. Your Jinchuriki, Kurama. Shut up. So Kurama's kind of pissed, but he's like, yeah, we gotta deal with it. We just gotta wait till this seal weakens enough to where you can get out of some shit. So yeah, there goes their little conversation. They have conversations in the meantime with about their Jinchurikis and stuff over New Year's. So now we get to a stage where this peaked Kage's, Naruto, and the Beach's attention. A glowing human. Yeah. They just look at it like, is this still the same word that we knew? Fuck it, the guy gets sick. I don't know. Well, we wasn't paying attention, but it's like futuristic here. Naruto just like, yes, it is futuristic. It kind of too much. So yeah, so they notice the humans. There's two quirks that they've been mostly paying attention to, because those are the two weirdest quirks that they have ever seen. The rest just normal. One for all and all for one. And they see through generations. One for all been passed down, but all for one haven't. So at this point in time, it's like interesting. So now that they feel that they still got a crack in it. It's weak. They could have broke out 1,000 years ago, but they were just too engulfed in playing, talking to each other, and playing rock paper scissors, and moon chest and other shit they do in the moon, to even notice the seal was weak, because all they had to do was just like keep each other company. And mind you, even though they were still away, their chakra was still powerful. So they noticed that. So Naruto noticed that the seal is weak, and he's like, "Oh wait, I forget about something." So he goes into his mind, and he sees all nine Bijou. And Karma said, "You finally remember us, you damn brat." Naruto said, "I just didn't hear your voices. And I tried to speak to you, but I couldn't hear me." And they was like, and so they all look at each other like, probably because we all was talking to each other, and every time you called was during one of our yelling sessions. Naruto said, "Big possibility. Big possibility." So, so how do y'all get inside of me? They said at the end of the Great Ninja War, we set ourselves inside of you because we sense there's a greater threat, that if we stay on the planet, we be in bigger danger than anything else. So we set ourselves inside of you unconsciously. We unconsciously strengthen the cell on the moon, but over time we've seen that it's weakened and down. And what I seen a couple millennia ago, you and Kaguya cleared out the inner fucking moon. How is that possible? Naruto said, "I don't know. That's I don't know. We just done it because we were bored. We just bored, and we need to stretch our muscles a little bit anyway. So yeah, okay. So they say, okay, just so they says what they gotta say. Naruto said, okay, I'll go down the planet now. So he gets out of the mind escape. He says, "See you later, Karama." He says, "See you later, Shikaku, Masatabi, uh, Isabu, Gorky, Son Goku, uh, shit, I forgot their names." He says, "See you later to all nine tail beasts." Damn, I forgot some of their names. Yeah, it is what it is. I gotta remember it later. So he goes back to the real world. He says, "So yeah, ask Kage. So you're gonna go down to the planet of the living." I can see at this moment in time, we will arrive at the sixth, no, the fifth user of One for All. And go down. She said, so she just looked down and say, "Let's arrive at the seventh." She said, "Let's arrive at the sixth user." No, until the car again, just like, okay. So at this moment in time, since they are only two that actually talk to each other and be with each other, they're kind of perverted on each other. It's like uh that Meliodas pervertedness dialed down a lot. Like it's like that Issei pervertedness, but Meliodas style. No. Forget it. So just imagine Naruto being a pervert, like somewhat of a pervert on Kaguya. And so Naruto said, if we go down, let's de-age ourselves. I mean, we technically look like we still in high school. Said Karama. So no, Karama said you both look like y'all in high school, but she looks like she's in college. with what I can understand from the human race. So Naruto said, "What year of high school would I be in?" You look like you just now going to high school. So Naruto said, "Oh, okay." So so yeah, they got lost in talking, and now Midoriya is born, and they see Midoriya alive. So they say, "Fuck this noise. I'm leaving." So Naruto said, "You coming too?" Looking at Kage, she just nods, and they both descend down to the planet Earth. But they are four. They both just 4 years old. Kaguya lands in front of the Yagarozu residence, while Naruto lands in front of the Midoriya residence. He's like this. God damn it! I guess he didn't know. He didn't think the seal would do this. And mind you, both of them are like Inko. She Inko. She just got home from the hospital, and she see a baby in front of her doorstep. Well, Sasashi is seeing the same thing, and also at the same time, and a rich family, aka the Yagorozu, they see a pale girl with pure white eyes, also with white hair, with miniature horns on her head that looks like rabbit ears coming from her head. They like quirk mutation because pretty much Naruto convinced Kage not to kill anyone. Just badly hurt, don't kill. Hurt, don't kill, if possible. So, okay, been recording for 17 minutes and 10 seconds, huh? Alright, so, yeah, so growing up, Naruto really knows that he don't have a quirk, yeah, chakra. And, and also, so when he go to the quirk doctor, it's the same thing. Deku's quirkless and also Midoriya's quirkless. And Deku's like looking at his brother, can I still become a hero? And Naruto just looking, yes, you can. With pure physical strength alone. It doesn't matter if you have a quirk or not. You can still become a hero. You just got to train. Push past human limitations. That inspired Midoriya. He didn't go through that one phase because Naruto's there. Yeah, Naruto's there, and Naruto's generally became lazy in this. Not he became a Shikamaru, but when he has to put his foot down, he is strong as fuck. And the beach was like, "Yeah, this guy's bad news." And Midoriya's like, "Oh, no, no." Naruto's like, "Yeah, this guy's bad news, but as long as he don't affect me or as long as he don't directly involve me or my family, yeah." And it's like, true. Because all Biju became more lazy in this time because ain't really nothing to do. Ain't nothing to do. But they still train. Naruto still sends off shadow clones to train day and night. Like since the shadow clones have technically a limited amount of chakra because it's like you just playing the chakra and dividing it, and also a shadow clone never gets tired at all. So Naruto just had the shadow clone just battle. Like Naruto just battles against a shadow clone, and when he's like can't battle no more, he summons another shadow clone and to do the training, so his body can memorize muscle movement, and Naruto can just train on doing that. So yeah, and he also trains for Deck with Midoriya. So we skip to the Yagarosa residence. They get report that one of her daughters are quirkless, while the other have a quirk. Like there's three of them, right? So there's three girls in the Yagarosa. Momo and her sister, which is Sayumi are twins. Sayumi Yagorozu and Momo Yagorozu are twins. Kaguya is not a part of the family, but Momo and Saria, they do not know. So now they go to the quirk doctor. It says that Momo and Saria got a creation quirk. Saria don't. Saria is limited to her imagination, while Momo is limited to her brains and metabolism, which is Momo's have to eat a lot, and Saria is limited to her own imagination, which is she don't have a creative mind. So that's my own way of nerfing her, because limited to your imagination, there's a whole lot of shit you can do, but her imagination, she do not have a creative imagination at all. So when they get to Kaguya, they said, "I'm sorry, Mr. and Mrs. Yagorosa, but she's quirkless." And they just look at her, but Kaguya is saying, "So, like, so, what about it? You can't become a hero." She said, "I can still become a hero. It just y'all don't care, because she knows once you diagnose me quirkless, because she's smart for her age, and her parents knew that for a fact. So that's why they don't care. So that's why they don't care that she's quirkless. She is smart as fuck. So she said, just because I'm quirkless doesn't mean I can't become a hero." So he said, "Yes, you can. You can't become a hero." No, no, I don't. I don't believe you. I'm getting tired of seeing your face. I'm gonna leave. So she gets down, feet not touching the floor. Cause I'm gonna say in this one, Naruto still wears the shinobi sandals. While Kaguya, uh, hold up. So Kaguya, she just gets down and like she still has that robe, and they do not know what that robe is, but that what the robe she wears grows with her. But they don't know why, but they just chalked it up to something with a quirk, but quirkless. But they said, but the cloak that the clothes that she wear grows with her. They said might be something passed down from her to her from her parents. Something like I know she's quirkless, but that robe that she wears technically, it's technically like clothing for her, but it grows with her. And she can change it if she wants, but up to her. So they just like, okay, someone just had a clothing quirk that grows with her, probably her father or something. So over time, they grow. They both go to different schools, and once people found out that Momo have a sister that's quirkless, they starts bullying. So they make fun of Sarah and Momo for having a quirkless sister, and that in turn made those two hate her, which is her parents didn't like it because her parents taught family overall, white bird shit, family overall, and Uzumaki shit. But they don't care in front of their mother and father. They act like they care for her, but away from them, they don't, and they want to take everything that Kaguya have, which is really just books, a pencil, a bed, a computer that she used for work, like the most plainest shit you can ever see in a room. Like it is a window, a door, a bed, a desk with a calculator and a number 2 pencil with a pencil sharpener, a laptop for work, a light, a bookshelf full of books on history, math, geometry, art, fucking fucking all types of computer programming. Just in 5 fucking dictionaries, with also occasional books on math, English, Spanish, Japanese, which is already they are in Japan, but still, Europe, France, Russian. Like, you just see the most plainest room. Like the walls are just pure white. Like just like it looks like you are in a insane asylum for the amount of white that is there. And the weird thing is it's in the it's in the old Jap like it's not the wall painting that is pure white now. It's just like a Japanese style like it's an old fashioned Japanese room. Like Kaguya, she wear does she even wear shoes or not? Nah, she just float every fucking wear. I think she do. Yeah, she just floats every fucking wear. Like even if she do have wear shoes, she just floats. She just has shinobi sandals, which is something that she took off of something that Naruto kind of just got her into. Shinobi sandals, cause really, the fuck you supposed to do? Like, you ain't trying to smell your own feet, so. Wait, she just has no, she just has regular shoes, which is she takes them off before entering her room, which is yeah. They yeah, like she takes off her shoes at the front door, but somehow her shoes just magically pop up in front of her door room, in front of her door. It's just yeah. So yep, they don't understand how that happens, but they just go along with it because even though she take off her clothes, she's in her room. Her clothes just disappear from the bathroom or the laundry. Like after it's clean, her clothes, her robe just disappears from the laundry, from the dry laundry. And both Yagarosu's, both Momo, both Kag, so Kage parents, aka the Yagarosus, they notice that, and it just disappears and ends up on Kaguya, which is Kaguya just shrugs it off like it's normal, and they just something to do with the clothing. Well, when you switch to Midoriya and um, Naruto, so Naruto said, "Oh, we both quirkless." Just bluntly set it down in front of Bakugo. At that moment in time, Bakugo switched from being their friend to being bully. Naruto, he don't take the shit. He grabs Bakugo, even though Bakugo have his cart blaring full heat. Naruto just grabs him and say this. Alright, Bakugo. Like, he don't call him Kachan no more, like, or what Midori used to call him, but like Midori ain't gonna enforce his will onto others. Like some other what if does, they enforce their someone enforced their own will on not calling Bakugo Kanchan for Midoriya onto Midoriya, which is that is like I don't get it. It's like you trying to make him into your ideal person. And for what I can see, Bakugo only bullies him. Like for at the beginning, I don't think he got bullied him for what I think he was. But during the high school, during the middle school, he bullied him for a reason because he didn't want to see him dead or some shit like that. Which is Naruto knows the reason why he bullied Midoriya. I mean, at first he just don't. He just yeah. He just he just stops Bakugo. But when it get in elementary school and Naruto have a different class, that's a whole different story. So yeah, and Inko, no one knows that her sons are quirkless, cause cause Naruto, he shows physical strength that people think they have a quirk, but it's just pure adulterated training. And Midoriya looks up to Naruto, so he's chasing after Naruto, like he's chasing after Naruto, but he sees that Naruto uses techniques to fight. not just pure adulterated like pure punching like All Might. So he's like, so if I so fight like a ninja. So he took after like Midori. So Midori took kind of after Naruto fighting style, but but at the same time but at the same time he got his own fighting style with it, like his own fighting style, but as but as like ninja techniques. So you can see, so they're in middle school, and UA is a high school, and it can go into college. But we're not gonna get to the main plot until we get to the last year of high school UA, where everybody is 18 and 17. So we so the teacher says, all right, so so everybody wants to go to the everyone wants to be a hero, but so he reads off and he said this, all right. So these are the people that are going to UA: Bakugo, Katsuki, Izuku, Midoriya, and Naruto, Midoriya, Uzumaki. And this is where we're gonna change it off. This is where we're gonna end it off. Right, but hold up. Before that, we switch to another school, a rich school, and it says, "All right, these are the people that go into UA: Saria, Saria, yeah, Saria, yeah, Saria, Yagarozu, Mamo, Yagarozu, and Kaguya, Osusuki, Yagarozu." This is where we're gonna end it off. And also, everybody laughed at people that were like, everybody laughed at Kaguya because she's quirkless and she's going to UA, but they quickly but they quickly shut the fuck up once they see her eye just glare at them, and they just shut the fuck up. Also with Naruto, everybody was laughing at them. Shut the fuck up once they glared at him. So yeah, I'm gonna end it off, and Lost Dome signing out.